When I was maybe 3 or 4, the fuller brush man would knock at the door. He'd always tell me, boy, you're gonna miss the fun. Time you're old enough, the honky tonks will all be gone. Mama had no sense with cars. She drove a Sunbeam and she drove it hard. It left her stranded time and again. It didn't matter, you could do that then. When they danced on the rooftops, let their hearts run wild. Such a sight to the eyes of a child. We were used to all the best, the man from Uncle and the wild, wild west. We ruled the skies from a backyard swing. Nothing that flies could have stopped that thing. While they danced on the rooftops, let their hearts run wild. Such a sight to the eyes of a child. Blood-stained black top stretched out beneath the wheels. Before we knew it, it was all too real. The voice of reason confined to the past, and all that mattered was to get there fast so we could dance on the rooftops. Let our hearts run wild. Should it all come down to your last thin dime, you can dial that number one more time. But the phone won't ring, the line's gone dead. It's lost in history, like I said, it's gone. So now we give it all we got. Pick 'em up at daycare in a state of shock. Frayed at the edges and torn at the seams. It rarely happens in our wildest dreams that we dance on the rooftops. Let our hearts run wild. And it ain't for the sake of the child. You don't too often see a sunbeam anymore, and you never see a fuller brush man or a dinosaur. And the voice of reason rules with an iron fist. Please forgive me if I'm not prepared to handle this. Hope everybody's doing good. Down the highway south I'll go. We will hitch cut to Port St. Joe. We're gonna walk the beach where the pirates ghost. We'll haunt that old forgotten coast. Gonna trade my car and change my name. Put Wesson oil in my bar and chain. Gonna fix a roadkill black bear roast. Get fat on that forgotten coast. No one's gonna find me there with my steel guitar and my rocking chair, among seafood shacks and oyster boats. Hide out on that forgotten coast. gonna find me there with my fishing pole and my rocking chair. Tell the one I'll miss the most, he's down on that forgotten coast. Down the highway south I'll go. We were Hitchcock to Port St. Joe. Gonna walk the beach with a pirate's ghost, hide out on that forgotten coast. I'm gonna cut my hair and change my name, and when the Percodan don't touch the pain. Tell the one I'll miss the most, he's gone down that forgotten coast. Tell the one I'll miss the most, he's gone down that forgotten coast. Made a pretty cool video out of that one. Shot all over Apalachicola and Alligator Point, Carabel, down in there. And I got to drive this cool convertible Falcon that was running on 5 out of 6 cylinders most of the time. We had to change the plugs to get the video done. Friend Bert Ivy was location scout on that. He found the Falcon. To celebrate undying faith, we're gathered here like drifted wrecks for a late September wedding, October breathing down our necks. And I knew this town in another time. I knew this town a younger man, with the world in my hip pocket, a subway token in my hand. And you got to me. They got candlelight, a reggae band, champagne by the bucket load, limos lined up down the curb to take us where we need to go. And I need to go somewhere I've been, to find the place I lost the trail way back then, so long ago. I don't suppose you even know you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me, and you got to me. Danced between the snowflakes falling, tripping on the cobblestones and the trolley tracks. We had it all in. Christmas break, your roommate's gone. We stoked the fire and let it burn till the embers glowed in the morning light. Trust in the tangle of skin on skin, but not known quite that feeling since you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know a thing or two now. The wedding party's raging yet. The old and the desperate misbehave. The limo smells like cocaine sweat, cheap cologne and aftershave. And it's gotta be one of these row house doors. I knew the number long ago. I step out on the curb, Tell the driver just go on and go, and you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know a thing or two now. Paper boy wants to smoke, leans his back against a tree. He's tired and cold and broke, and he don't know what to make of me. Standing here in my three-piece suit, standing here just like I am, with my vest unbuttoned and my necktie loose, impervious to all abuse, and you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. Off on $1,000 Odyssey, and I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. I'll roll this gain off a little bit. The little circle's turning red when I lay into it. That's not good. Half a section in the short grass at the foot of the plains grows broomweed in the dry times and ragweed when it rains. It's all she's got left that the lawyers don't claim. Jackie does her damn best, never one to complain. She's been green breaking horses when she's home from the road, waiting on dispatch to find her a load. She leased all but the trap, ponies can't graze a thing. Another bobtail, a coastal ought to last until spring. There were pictures on the tables and kids running round, 4 generations of a blinking light town. It was a Cotton Eye Joe, or maybe just the right glance. She got to go in with Randy at the Friday night dance. I just got 2 rules if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in the Sunday school class. Life's just too crazy for that. Randy says not to worry, he'll feed while she's gone. She got the freight liner idling half up on his lawn. He don't like her driving when the northers come blue, but if the horses went hungry, Lord knows what she'd do. Around Christmas up the Cap Rock, you can see all the towns. The courthouse is lit up for 10 miles around. It's a magical time to be traveling the roads, watch the country roll by and the halogens glow. I just got 2 rules if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in Sunday school class. Life's just too crazy for that. She jackknifed on black ice with an oversized load. There's a white cross in the bar ditch where she went off the road. She wasn't going that fast. The responders all say how it ended that bad. We can wonder all day. Just got two rules if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in Sunday school class. Life's just too short for all that. Life's just too short for all that. For all that. Back to the Blondie guitar. Uh-oh. Dropped a pick on the floor, that's not good. I better pick it up before Mikey personalizes it. He signs them with his teeth. A friend of mine used to have a Best Western Lounge gig. One of those where you go and you play in the Best Western Lounge for about a month. And there once was a Best Western here in Lockhart that had one of those lounges, and my friend Danny was playing there, and somebody came up to him and said, "Hey, could you play Silver Wings or some Bon Jovi?" Sort of put me onto this. Are you who you look like, or are you just yourself? Are you somebody famous, or just somebody else? Can you play Stairway to Heaven? Are you good enough? Were those songs real, or did you make them up? I only wanted to shake your hand, equal to equal, man to man. What are you drinking? Let me buy you one. You owe me much more than just a job well done. You're gonna be with me till you die and day, and I won't take it lightly if you just walk away. Fetch me the jester, commanded the king. The harder I thrash him, the better he'll sing. Take him back to the dungeon, get him something to eat. You know, if it wasn't for me, he'd be out on the streets. He's gonna be with me till his dying day, and I would not take it lightly if he were ever to stray. If I'm a good boy, Mama, can I go? to the tent revival and the medicine show. I hear there's a dancer I just gotta see. I hear there's a singer like I wanna be. If I were someone, would you take me home? Let me look in your closet, let me rattle your bones. Are you who you look like, or are you just yourself? Are you somebody famous, or just somebody else? Another friend of mine was playing in, I think in Charleston, South Carolina, and he got done with his set, and somebody came up and said, "Yeah, are those songs real, or did you make them up yourself?" So I stole your line, Fred. Sorry, you know. Good writers borrow. John D. Graham wrote this. Well, I drove to Laredo, I had the big eyes in my head. Well, I drove to Laredo, I had the big eyes in my head. They were looking for a small dark something. There's a stain in the trunk, man, that'll never, ever, ever come out. There's a stain in the trunk, man, that'll never, ever, ever come out. Shaped like a small dark something. It was all about a small dark something. John D. says it's okay to look into the abyss once in a while, the abyss rather. But he says you don't want to stare, because if you look into that thing too long, you'll notice something looking back. Living in a motel called Motel out on Refinery Road. Living in a motel called Motel out on Refinery Road. Well, Sandman's dead, so we walked the floor. Sandman's dead, we don't sleep no more. We shot dope till the money ran out. We shot dope till the money ran out. We shot dope till the money ran out. money ran out. Well, I drove home from the Laredo, I had the fireflies in my head. Well, I drove home from the Laredo, I had the fireflies in my head. They were circling around a small, dark something. They were looking for a small, dark something. It was all about a small, dark something. It was all about a small. John D's gone back to the Continental Club. He's there Wednesdays through July. But I can't do the graveyard shift anymore. I'm too old. And of course, Tim Holt, he lives all the way down in Bulverde. I can't make him drive home at 4 in the morning anymore. So I'm going to take the Wednesday slot, 10 o'clock when I get back in August. I'll be there in the gallery on August 3rd, and the full band downstairs August 4th, I believe. And John D was nice enough to accommodate me. He's moving to Tuesdays downstairs. So if you feel like a split ticket, you can come out on Tuesday and see my early show, solo acoustic, and then go downstairs and rock out with John D. Ought to be good. Anyway, then you come see us on Wednesday night if you got anything left. Let's see, towns in Texas. Towns with streets called Refinery Road. Let's see here. You know, in Corpus Christi, there's actually an exit for Corn Products Road. Used to be, anyway. Been a long time since I played Corpus. Flatter than a tabletop, makes you wonder why they stopped here. Wagon must have lost a wheel, or they lacked ambition one. In the great migration west, separated from the rest, though they might have tried their best, they never caught the sun. So they sunk some roots down in this dirt to keep from blowing off the earth. They built a town right here, and when the dust had all but cleared, they called it Levelland. The pride of man, Levelland. Granddad grew dryland wheat. He stood on his own 2 feet. His mind went incomplete, and they put him in the home. And Daddy's cotton grows so high, sucks the water table dry. The center pivot circles by, bleeding it to the bone. And I won't be here when there comes the day it all dries up and blows away. I'd hang around just to see, but they've never had much use for me in Levelland. They don't understand me out in Levelland. And I watch those jet trails carving up that big blue sky. Coast to coasters, watch them go. And I don't blame them one damn bit if they never look down on this. Not much down here they'd want to know. Just Levelland, far as you can point your hand. Nothing but Levelland. Mama used to roll her hair back before the central air. We'd sit outside and watch the stars at night. She'd tell me to make a wish, and I'd wish we both could fly. I don't think she's seen the sky since we got the satellite dish. And I can hear the marching band doing the best they can to play smoke on the water and joy to the world. And I paid up all my debts, got some change left over yet, and I'm getting on a whisper jet, gonna fly as far as I can get from Levelland. Done the best I can out in Levelland. I'll be damned if Jeremiah wasn't a bullfrog. Hoyt Axton. I mean, come on, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Everybody in the world has heard that line. But it took Hoyt Axton to think it up. One of these days I'm going to work up. Never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. The hurricane party's winding down, and we're all waiting for the end. I don't want another drink, I only want that last one again. It gave me such a fine glow, smoky and slow. Now I should probably be homeward bound, but there's no one to talk to when the lines go down. I guess in the morning I'll go looking for my gray striped cap. My old house can take the weather, so I'm not too concerned about that. It was built to take the wind back in 1910, when this was one damn fine town. But now there's no one to talk to when the lines go down. The candles flickered on the back bar, and the building was shaking with the wind. I bought a whiskey for the gypsy, and she turned my leather back into skin. Just a fleeting sense of that rare suspense I once thought made the world go round. But now there's no one to talk to when the lines go down. Old Open up your back screen door. Let me see your face once more. My hands are cold, my feet so sore, and I can't go on this way. And the thoughts come too fast and too many to keep count. Let's just let them on through. Now I'm breaking those old glass insulators with my old 22. Off the telephone poles as a $50 rolls across the knuckles of a rodeo clown. There's just no one to talk to when the lines go down. And my one great love, my God, I can feel it still. She ran off to California, now she's living in those Hollywood hills with some bullfrog prince. I've not seen her since, though she calls when he's out of town. And there's no one to talk to when the lines go down. Open up your back screen door. Let me in your space once more. I was looking for an easy score, but it just don't work that way. Some insurance man biker, he's yelling out for one more beer. But a part-time pirate just can't get much respect around here. We got our problems too, man, and we'll get to you in just a minute. Sit your drunk ass down. Yeah, there's no one to talk to when the lines go down. Now there's water up past the wheel wells of my Ford, and I don't guess it'll run. But I left a pack of Winstons on the dash. Could you fetch 'em for me, son? The morning's first cigarette, that's as good as it gets all day. I should know by now that there's no one to talk to when the lines go down. Yeah, when the lines go down, take a walk if it's not too windy. Don't just sit there looking down that hole like John D. says. In circles and I'm chasing my tail, carving my initials with a rusty nail, betraying my intentions. Man, it happens without fail. You'd have thought that I'd know better by now. Be some dark secret I keep bottled up inside, or just some minuscule transgression I shouldn't have tried to hide. It's not the size that matters, it's deceit she can't abide. You'd have thought that I'd know better by now. And of course she knows, 'cause I can't fool her. I know she knows 'cause she don't fool me. And she knows I know she knows, and we might discuss it eventually. When the pressure builds till it blows the seals all out from in between. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. You'd have thought that we'd know better. You'd have thought we'd understand. Through all the smoke and mirrors, I guess we do the best we can. Hiding out, without a doubt, it's getting out of hand. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. Seen the phantoms hiding in the shadows in her eyes. It's not that I'm not threatened, it's just that I'm not surprised. Good for the gander, said the old folks, but they lied. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. Circle up the wagons now, professing deep dismay that we know all the words, they just can't bring themselves to say. There's so much they never tell you, there's so much they hide away. And you'd have thought that we'd know better by now. You'd have thought that we'd know better. You'd have thought we'd understand. Through all the smoke and mirrors, I guess we do the best we can. Hiding out, without a doubt, it's getting out of hand. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. Like somebody put an essay up there just now. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read the comments. It's sort of like, it's kind of like in a club, you got a PA and you got lights in your face. You can't see what anybody's saying to you. So I can't really respond because I can't tell what you're saying and I'm not supposed to know. Kind of how it works. Got an idea, tell you what, let's do. Let's go out to that place on the Turtle Bayou. We'll maybe get lucky, maybe get shot. It couldn't be half the trouble I got. Turtle Bayou, turn around. Turtle Bayou, turn around. Just another night with the missus and me, sitting on the couch watching court TV. Well, let me tell you, son, it can sure get real if you ever get to thinking it's a done deal. Turtle Bayou, turn around. Get your big feet up off the ground. Turtle Bayou, turn around. We'll pass a good time out past the lights of town. She come from the land of the Bodark tree. Scots, Irish, and Cherokee. She come down here when the northers blow, 'cause she don't care for the ice and snow. Turtle Bayou, turn around, get your big feet up off the ground. Turtle Bayou, turn around, we'll pass a good time out past the lights of town. Take my hand, Oklahoma Jane. One little dance wouldn't hurt a thing. Now it's noon, I'm rolling up the drive. I ain't even got a decent lie. Doesn't everybody get that way sometimes? I was looking at every woman but mine. I was looking at the faces, looking at the parts, looking through the hole in the bottom of my heart. Turtle Bayou, turn around, get your big feet up off the ground. Turtle Bayou, turn around, we'll pass a good time out past the lights of town. Turtle Bayou, turn around. Turtle Bayou, turn around. There used to be an exit on I-10 in East Texas that said Turtle Bayou, turn around. I don't think the sign's there anymore. It was exit 811 somewhere over there. Wherever the Turtle Bayou goes under I-10. Anyway, I was going to do this song next here. I've been driving around out in the country a lot, and keep seeing these real nice ornate ranch gates. You know, they all have to have the word ranch on their gate now. They didn't used to do that, but real nice places, spiffy houses. You know, everything cleaned up, and the cows. I mean, the cattle look like 4-H calves, like they're manicured and all. Show cows. And in the middle of that, there'll be a yellow flag with a rattlesnake on it that says, "Don't tread on me." And I want to go knock on the door and say, "Who's treading on you, man? You look like you're doing just fine." My brother is a fascist, lives in Palacios, fishes the pier every night. He holsters his Glock in a double retention. He smokes while he waits for a bite. He don't like the Muslims, he don't like the Jews, he don't like the blacks, and he don't trust the news. He hates the Hispanics and alternate views. He'll tell you it's tough to be white. My sister's a Christian, she likes to go fishing, she don't mind my brother at all. She puts her on redfish and flounder and trout, and they tear up the flats in the fall. She gets back to Dallas all sunburnt and sour, worn out from slinging plugs hour after hour, seeing spots when she closes her eyes in the shower. She don't see a conflict at all. That's the state of the union, I guess. It's always been iffy at best. We're all in the family, the cursed and the blessed. It's the State of the Union, I guess. Now mother turned 80, consummate lady. We took her to Golden Corral, 'cause she likes the yeast rolls and the Bourbon Street chicken. We oughta known better by now, 'cause me and my brother got into it good. I called him a hick and he called me a hood. He said Dad always treated his Mexicans good. I guess you think you're better somehow. Yeah, you think you're better, Mr. Cardigan Sweater, snowflake if ever there was. You think you're so cool, you did good in school, you got whooped every day on the bus. Sister lit out for the shouting got worse. Went to Wednesday night prayer at the New Christian Church with a cross on her neck and a 9 in her purse. She might be the wisest of us. That's the State of the Union, I say. Christmas dinner could be hell to pay. It'll be how about them cowboys and have a blessed day. It's the State of the Union, I say. It's the State of the Union, I guess. We're all in a hell of a mess. We'll do what we're able with all we got left. It's the State of the Union, I guess. We'll do all we're able with what we got left. It's the State of the Union, I guess. Looking back down the road from a little ways out, I never had a fear and I never had a doubt. If I'd had a lick of sense, I'd have figured that out pretty fast. But I wasn't any smarter than the average kid. Somebody might have noticed, but I never did. I never saw the future fading right into the past. Talking to the wallpaper, wandering the halls, I burned a lot of bridges and I dropped a lot of balls. It's a wonder I can never go back to any place I've been. But I wouldn't get down on my knees on a bet. I'm near enough to Jesus as I ever want to get. Seeking salvation isn't part of my general plan. Save your prayers for yourself. I raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't look like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. If it don't bleed. Now it's all I can do just to get out of bed. There's more in the mirror than there is up ahead. I smile and I nod like I heard what you said every time. So run another rack, pour another shot. You don't get it back, so give it all you got. While you still got a more or less functional body and mind. Save your prayers for yourself. I raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't look like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. If it don't bleed. I learned to answer my calls and open my mail. I paid my taxes and I stayed out of jail. You stay in the game when you're too broke to fail, that's a fact. Talking to the wallpaper, sleeping in the halls. Your bones get brittle, so you better not fall. You're slow to a crawl and time gets to balling the jack. Run you right off the track. Save your prayers for yourself. I raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't talk like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. 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 Going out like the top two discordant notes on Grandma's piano. Oh well, makes it real. Well, thanks for coming by, folks. I might not be doing it. I probably won't be doing this Wednesday because I'm most likely going to be somewhere where there's not very fast internet. And I might not be back Sunday either. I don't know. I will be back the following Wednesday. Wednesday week for sure. So just, stock up on the Prozac. You'll be all right. I don't take the paper, I don't watch TV. I was out on the road when the word got to me. Well, goddamn, the text couldn't I just have gone blind and heard your voice in my ear like I did in my mind. Mira vaquero, se pone el sol. Buen caballero, viajando con Dios. Mira vaquero, no miramos atrás. Nos vamos al campo una vez más, una vez más. Your chaps are still dusty from late summer's drought. When the cedar turn rusty, it's time to go south. When your time is upon you, you don't always know. Brinca la vida, abuela nos dijo. Brinca la vida, we learned long ago. Mira vaquero, se pone el sol. Buen caballero, viajando con Dios. Mira vaquero, no miramos atrás. Nos vamos al campo una vez más, una vez más. So pour out the coffee and piss on the fire. I hear hounds in the distance, it's down to the wire. Make for the cow camp, we might have a chance. Vámonos por el campo, en el campo we'll dance. Vámonos por el campo, en el campo we'll dance. Mira vaquero, se pone el sol. Buen caballero, viajando con Dios. Mira vaquero, no miramos atrás. Nos vamos al campo una vez más, una vez más. I'll see you when I get back. If I take a wild hair to go ahead and play from some remote location, or maybe I get back home, I don't know. I'm not sure what my travel plans are, but see you in a couple weeks anyway. Thanks for coming out.